Mawaka baba Xposed baby I will be a mede in Chiakese na mao. Pacha the name is Ben Bros. Subscribe mame. Bilitum pa now on Sakabi. Parliament of Ghana, Zenetor, the daughter of ex-president Rawlings. Asem is your parliament. Na asem ne see no, the fire by no yentias ye. And I think we should espouse our leaders. There is always a point in time of a country at the dark ages. Sad dark ages no ama the country cannot see the light. But and then me person me will say atroni sabe ya ebeba enya from one side. Parliament of Ghana ena papa bi omo ka JB dankwa ho asem. Na an NDC member of parliament or describe JB Dankwa as a murderer.
Kabiru, you have been in parliament for how many weeks now? This is your fifth week.
Yeah, we went there on the 7th.
Right. You have seen Zenetor Rawlings, right?
Yeah.
She carries herself in a very decent way. What do you think could have attracted this kind of attack to her?
Yeah, so thank you very much. I think that in this discussion, people have not asked this question. And what probably might have prompted that comment. Before I go, it's like the infamous Chua, who said Chua.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find ourselves in the same situation. This was what happened. The MP for Abokwa South, in commemoration of the 60th anniversary of JB Dankwa also, made a statement on the floor of Parliament. Like any nation, and my senior Bentel said, you need to eulogize the person. The person might have had his dark days, era in the history during which he might have committed one offense or other. But the moment was a solemn moment for us to eulogize the great leader, JB Dankwa. After the presentation, the MP for Tamale Central got up on his feet and the speaker gave him the opportunity. Rather than continuing in the matter of eulogizing the leader, he went against him, calling him a traitor, a CIA agent on the floor of Parliament.
Is that Mutala?
Mutala. That was what happened. And he premised it on the fact that we shouldn't be presenting JB Dankwa as if he was a saint. And that JB Dankwa was a CIA agent, and he referenced a book authored by an opinion shared by an author as his source. That created confusion.
A reference to that book on News File about a decade ago brought trouble and got Gabriel Shridaku walking out on set.
Exactly. So he repeated the same thing, and that sent the House in confusion. But sitting by Mutala was Zenetor Rawlings. People out of chaos were offering Mutala's mic. Zenetor was the one owning the mic for him to continue. In other words, Zenetor was urging and abating in those orders. And the prophet saying that if you stay in a glass house, don't throw stones. That was what prompted the comment by that person. Because those of us sitting down, I had it in my mind, like, look, Zenetor, don't seem to be cheering up Honorable Mutala in this discourse. Because if we are going to read the history, or if you are going to eulogize former President Flight Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings, someone in this house may be tempted to go into the dark days of President Rawlings. So this is what caused whosoever said that to make that comment. It was unfortunate. I will not sit down here to justify that particular comment. I will not in any day promote that a leader of that sort, Flight Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings, despite all the good things he has done for this country, someone would, reduce him to a murderer. So Zenetor has carried herself well, but that singular act, for me, sitting down, I felt and I still feel that she was aiding and abating and cheering Mutala.
As you said, Dr. Mutala Mohammed was the one speaking.
Rightly so.
And some people were trying to put his microphone off.
Exactly so.
So she was helping, as you say, to make sure his microphone was on.
On, yeah.
That's not doing wrong.
No. You see, when a member of parliament is out of order, because the statement is clearly a statement that should not stand in the discourse of parliament, that you get up to eulogize a leader and the only word you could use is a traitor.
So you mean there was somebody who was raising a point of order?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Murtala was refusing.
Was refusing. Even the speaker was trying to rein in Murtala. But he was insisting on making his point. That created the chaos to start with.
Okay.
And so, but in all this thing, we've not asked what was the foundation, what might have caused a member of parliament to rudely.
Yes, what's your video no? According to when video now here no, when the guy was talking, now all describe it way as Medra no, na sabe your friend is saying Zenetor, and so encouraging go on. It's your MP before this said, shut up, you daughter of what Medra. I don't condone to this, but it's good we have to state where the thing came from. It's your video now. Sabe honorable Murtala. Walk as an Zenetor. Go on, young cobra.
My statement is just simple. Yes, it is good to eulogize JB Dankwa. It is good to espouse some of the good things he did. And I won't stand here and say he never did anything good. But it's important to appreciate the fact that he betrayed his state. In fact, Martin Maridev book, Mr. Speaker.
He was a traitor. He was a traitor. Sit down.
He was a CIA.
Sit down.
Before I walk into this chamber,
Which state? Which state?
I am quoting Martin Meredith book of the State of Africa. He described JB Dankwa as one of CIA agents who was paid to betray his country. These are not my words. These are not my words. Mr. Speaker, I have a copy. Of that book in my office.
No way. Are you also a Russian?
He played no role in the building of a Kotumba Dam. Don't attribute something to him. And Mr. Speaker, he also said that JB Dankwa died a horrible death. And Abuja, as a matter of fact, the NLC constituted a committee to investigate the circumstance under which JB Dankwa died.
Honorable member, conclude.
He died in natural death.
Honorable member, conclude.
Speaker.
Honorable member.
To dead country. Member of Parliament.
Honorable member.
Who put
Honorable member.
the motion in it? Put it what?
Honorable member.
Motion. Put it down. He's
Honorable member.
Put it down, madness. Put it down, madness.
What is it?
Hey, madness. Children of madness.
Honorable member, take your seat.
Madness.
I'm not taking anymore. No.
Soviet fight. Soviet and Russian fight. Madras children.
Every great nation, including the United States of America, they have what we call dark age or dark times. And they're very necessary. Even Jesus, the one me I follow, he had a dark time when he was on the cross. What happened in 79 was a necessity, but I'm not justifying the killings. Because some of the killings are so brutal and very unnecessary. But it was a necessity. Because at that time, the so-called political class now, the kind of corruption that Ghana was in now. Now say, JJ, say Ghana were going to what we call civil war. That is a fact. But what do you mean? You see, when you live at glass house, you don't throw stones. Zenetor, whatever you say, you are a daughter of J.J. Rawlings. Some of the atrocities committed by Zenetor Rawlings was not nice. Zenetor Rawlings is my hero, but he did certain things that me, I'm not proud of. The same way, J.B. Dankwa, these are the founding fathers of Ghana. We are trying to say, but they all contributed to the independence of Ghana. What did J.B. Dankwa says? I say, independence, you slow down. Kwame Nkrumah said, now, we are going for the same road. It's now, no, why was J.B. Dankwa saying later? Because no one who said the black man mentality was not ready for independence. Is he telling the truth or lie? At this time in Ghana, after 60-something years, are we still not in slavery? Is the IMF not at the Bank of Ghana telling us what to do? So were we ready to what? To be what? Independent? In the same vein, we also have Kwame Nkrumah who thought, say, I can still bring these people out and cite their minds and your beer ideology. So Murtala, you have no business to call J.B. Dankwa a murderer. Yeah, can't say now. You cannot ask us. You Murtala, are you saying say your father did nothing wrong? And whoever was in that line, so who was calling Zenetor, you have no business doing that. We are. Yes, Parliament has become like a circuit court, circus. Clowns living in Parliament. That's how I see it. Yes, because instead of Murtala, you will be saying J.B. Dankwa is a murderer. The same time, whoever was in MPP will also not say JJ is a murderer. These are our heroes. Certain point in time, God brought them for a purpose. Now, when you now can see no, one man, Black Rasta,
Rawlings was a soldier who went into a bloody coup d'etat, shot and killed many in order to gain power. Should we give him a bouquet of flowers for the coup d'etat that saw the lives of many? Have we so soon forgotten our history? The bloodiest coup d'etat that ever happened in this nation was instituted by Rawlings. He killed many in order to become leader of this nation. Is that not a murderer? So I am wondering why there's so much noise, and the coward MP who also mentioned it and cannot own up and come up and say, hey, I said it and these are my reasons for saying that. That is the most cowardly, more cowardly than Baumia. If I had the opportunity to stand before these chiefs, I will honorably ask them to tell me how you would define or call a man who murdered many in order to become leader, in whose regime innocent judges were carried out, including a woman killed and set ablaze at Bondazzi. Why can't we speak the truth anymore? What is wrong with us? Zenetor is the daughter of a murderer. That is correct. But does that make her a murderess? No. She cannot inherit the crimes of her father. Do we understand that? But that does not mean she is not a daughter of a murderer. She is. Let us call a spade a spade. Should we call Zenetor the daughter of a pastor, or the daughter of a reverend, or the daughter of a saint? No, we saw the bloodiest violence in this country in the reign of Rawlings. Many people went down the drain. In my days as a little boy, anytime Rawlings' name was mentioned, we all ran under the bed. I was only 5 at the time Rawlings took over power in 1979. My brother, my sister, we have seen so much bloodshed in this country, all in the days of Rawlings. And today, if his children are being described as the children of a murderer, and we are crying, Angolon chiefs are all coming out. They want to know that these are disparaging remarks. What is disparaging about a murderer whose children are called the daughters and sons of murderers? Do you think that they would ever call the daughter or the sons of Kwame Nkrumah sons and a daughter of murderer? A murderer? Would they ever say that? No, because Nkrumah murdered nobody. In the days of Kwame Nkrumah, there was nothing like capital punishment ever endorsed by Kwame Nkrumah.
Oka nyama C79 ebiana munim. I witnessed some. Na misha 4 years, whatever, 3 years. But I witnessed some. It's one keep chobiti. Emma ya ba nem ne bom asema. Who sika ne abeyi sika no. People were butchered. Over 7,000 Ghanaians. But to me, it was necessary action. Because Ghana, yeah, history, no, yeah, history of Ghana. This will form part of the history of Ghana. So I will call JJ Medra, and the same time, me Kofre, JB Nakwa to Medra. It's the NDC for no mania breno. Munkacha Monko for say, when you are living in glass house, don't throw stones. If you throw it, people will throw at you. And it wouldn't be pleasant. But members of parliament, it's time somebody civilized, kaka. Be civil. We voted for you because we believe in you. So say, what than a concert party for fee? We don't need that. I expose the chef members. Oh, subscribe here, the Tumpa Lance, I can manually see.
Keep watching Xposed GH, the best channel on all of YouTube. Yes.